President Barack Obama outlined a series of new government stimulus and job proposals on Tuesday, saying for the short term, the nation must continue to spend our way out of this recession.
We are in a very different place today than we were 1 year ago. We may forget, but we're in a very different place. We can safely say that we are no longer facing the potential collapse of our financial system, and we've avoided the depression many feared. But I'm here today because our work is far from done. For even though we've reduced the deluge of job losses to a relative trickle, we are not yet creating jobs at a pace to help all those families who've been swept up in the flood. There are more than 7 million fewer Americans with jobs today than when this recession began. That's a staggering figure. And that's why it's so important that we help small businesses struggling to stay open or struggling to open in the first place during these difficult times. Building on the tax cuts in the Recovery Act, we're proposing a complete elimination of capital gains taxes on small business investment, along with an extension of write-offs to encourage small businesses to expand in the coming year. And I believe it's worthwhile to create a tax incentive to encourage small businesses to add and keep employees, and I'm going to work with Congress to pass one. And I'm asking my Treasury Secretary to continue mobilizing the remaining TARP funds to facilitate lending to small businesses. Second, we're proposing a boost in investment in the nation's infrastructure beyond what was included in the Recovery Act. So to help support these efforts, we are going to wind down the Troubled Asset Relief Program, or TARP, the fund created to stabilize the financial system so banks would lend again. I don't think I have to tell you there has rarely been a less loved or more necessary emergency program than TARP, which, as galling as the assistance to banks may have been, indisputably helped prevent a collapse of the entire financial system. Launched hastily, understandably, but hastily, under the last administration, the TARP program was flawed, and we have worked hard to correct those flaws and manage it properly. Even as we have had to spend our way out of this recession in the near term, we've begun to make the hard choices necessary to get our country on a more stable fiscal footing in the long run.
Police in Minnesota have arrested a man after he allegedly threw a tomato at Sarah Palin that struck 2 police officers instead. The incident happened during Palin's book tour at the Mall of America.
Sarah Palin was like a machine Monday as she signed book after book after book at Minnesota's Mall of America. Die-hard fans turned out by the hundreds after rising early and driving to the mall, some arriving as early as 5 a.m.
I think she's down to earth. I think she's real. I think she's honest, and she's got wonderful values that I share with her.
But not everyone at the mall was a fan. A man identified as Jeremy Paul Olson was arrested on misdemeanor assault and disorderly conduct after allegedly throwing a tomato at Palin from the second level of the mall's rotunda. Police say the tomato missed Palin by about 10 feet, but hit 2 officers after striking the stage. Palin was unaware of the attempted tomato attack. She didn't address the crowd or take any questions from reporters, but she began signing books immediately and kept it up for 4 hours, with her husband Todd at her side.
I think she speaks to the common person. I think she speaks to everyone. She's honest, forthright. She's got something that we want and what we need.
Olson is expected in court on Tuesday. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.